Recently, I was in a convenience store waiting for someone to finish their selection, and the guy walks up behind me, and I said, "No, go ahead. I'm waiting on somebody." And he tells them what kind of cigarettes he wants. They went to the back, and they grab them, and they come back, and as they hand them to him, he says, "This is the last pack ever. I'm done. I'm quitting." And the lady behind the counter looks at him and says, "Again?" He said, "Yeah, again." And so I said to him, "Is it really true that the only way you can actually quit is to quit more times than you start again?" And he kind of giggled. He said, "Yeah, so far I haven't been able to do that. I keep quitting, but I also keep starting right back again." I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast. It's amazing how little conviction we have in those things that in life we go, well, this is a really big deal to me. This is really important to me. I want to lose these pounds. I want to look awesome by summer. I want to buy that new car or buy that new house or get that new job. And yet the little incremental things that we have to do every single day to see that vision come to pass, those are the things we have a hard time with. Putting down the spoon, pushing away from the table, not picking up that next drink, not grabbing the next cigarette. Those are the tough decisions. Oh, it's easy to say, I want to live this kind of lifestyle. It's easy to say, I want to have that kind of job or that kind of education, but it's the showing up for class. It's the being there for the appointments. It's the doing the work that you got to do in the job you have now to get the job you want to have then. That's the hard stuff. That's the stuff that very few people actually get through. Why is it when we lead a team without conviction that things seem to fall apart? The answer is actually really simple, oddly enough. And that is that when you don't have the convictions in your life to live each single step, as John Maxwell puts it, every day matters. Great book, by the way. Grab a copy of that. Every day matters. He talks about the very small decisions that we make every day. What time will you get out of bed? What routine will you have? Will you get up and take a shower, brush your teeth, go to the gym? Will you get up and go to the gym, then take a shower, brush your teeth? To most people, it's whatever. But when you watch elite performers, when you watch the guys and gals that are at the top of their game, they're the best of the best at what they do. That routine is so exact, and their conviction to that routine is so dedicated, that if you simply try to weave something into it that's not a cataclysmic emergency, they're not going to alter their course for you. If lunchtime is at 11:15, lunchtime is always at 11:15. And if you want to have lunch with them, you will eat at 11:15, or you'll sit there and talk to them while they eat at 11:15. But at 11:15, they will eat. Especially if they're a bodybuilder or an elite athlete and they perform at a certain level, their body needs those energy and metabolism indicators on a regular basis, on a regular interval. And when you mess that up, they're out of whack. Elite performers in the world of communication, they study communicators. They watch everything. Don't expect to have a conversation with them that they're not critiquing in their head. Most people fear to have a conversation with a coach, like a life coach or a leadership coach, or a psychologist. Some even with a pastor, because they'll say, I feel like you're analyzing or judging me the entire time. Well, they would probably never tell you that, but they are, because that's what makes them better at what they do. Reading the signs, reading the conversation, listening to what you say, that's what makes them good at what they do. And if they're good at what they do, it just comes so naturally, they couldn't stop it if they tried. Now, that doesn't mean that they'll judge you and think negatively about you and go tell the world about it. Odds are you'll never even hear about it, especially if you're not a paying client or a paying coach, student, or mentor. If that relationship doesn't exist, they're just friends. Oh, they're hearing, they're listening, they're analyzing, but they'll never give that feedback. They'll never judge you. They'll never say anything to anybody else. But if you lead a team and you do it without conviction, where you're not on the top of your game all the time, watching every single little decision that you make, making sure that everything follows the purpose and the plan that you've already set out, then your team will be following your ambiguity and indecision like chasing rabbits down holes every day. They have no idea where you're going. They have no idea what your core values are. They have no idea what's important, because every day you express that something else is important in what you do. Listen, if you're a leader, I don't care the size of your organization, if it's a family of two, just husband and wife, or it's an organization of thousands. Lead with conviction. Decide those things that are most important to you. Set them out there in front of you. Put together a vision board. Put together a flow chart that says these are our core values. And then don't just express them to your team. Do it on a regular basis. And then here's the hard part. Live by them daily. Lead with conviction. I'm J Loren Norris on Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.